Welcome to raikaku.com. In this video, we'll talk about future of software testing or navigating digital frontier. If you want to learn more about software testing, feel free to watch my software testing playlist. And if you have any queries or suggestions related with the software testing, feel free to add in the comment sections. Don't forget to subscribe and like this content so that it will be helpful for me to create more contents in future. Now, what is digital frontier? A guide for future software testing. So first topic is continuous testing, which is embracing agile development. Adopting continuous testing practice to ensures faster feedback and quick bug fixes. If we have working into the agile processes where we have development, QA and UAT testing. So normally the agile practice is following N-1 approach. In this approach, we are using latest build to test it. And if we found any defects, that will be immediately notified to the development team so that they can work accordingly. And once the fix is available, testing team will again test it. So this is a part of embracing agile development where people are continuously testing and finding the defects in early stages. If these defects are arise in terms of productions, normally the cost of fixing that defect in productions is multiple of 10. So it's always recommended or best practices to fix the defect in early stages or find the defect in early stages. Then only development team will work on fixing those defects. Next is shift left testing. That is testing early and often. Moving testing activities earlier into the development life cycle to catch defects sooner. So let's consider testing team plan to perform the testing once one functionality is developed, but might be we have some intermediate stages. Let's consider recording functionality. Recording functionality is having multiple intermediate stages. Till the time testing team will wait for complete functionality to be built, they might add effort testing the intermediate stages. This will improve the quality of the products and find the defect within the early stages will help us to minimize the cost of fixing those defects in further stages. Next is test automations, that is maximizing efficiency and accuracy. Automating repetitive test cases to reduce manual efforts and increase test coverage. This will also help us to quickly perform the testing. Sometimes testing team is scheduling this process to do the testing whenever a new build is available. So this will help us to minimize the effort and time frame of testing team. Now, which all futures of software testing trends and predictions? First is IoT testing. Testing devices connected to the Internet of Things for functionality, security, and interoperability. Normally, these terms are very much important for the future concept because nowadays we are staying in an age of artificial intelligence and internet. So performing the testing of each and every devices which is available or connected to the internet is help us to minimize or find the defects as soon as possible. Next is artificial intelligence in testings. Nowadays, there are a lot of tools available in the market. If anyone wants to perform the testings by using these tools, can minimize their document creations, test case creations, executions, as well as reporting. So minimizing the complete cycle is helpful and the testing team can churn out their testing activities as quicker as possible. Next is blockchain testing, verifying the accuracy and security of blockchain-based applications and smart contracts. Now, the next generation of software testing, which is challenges and opportunity. So, which are challenges we will face at the time of future considerations? First is security. Because of artificial intelligence and IoT, we can find it out lot more trouble at internet services. So security is major concern for any organizations or industry related to the products. Evolving threats landscape. So addressing emerging security risks and vulnerability to protect sensitive data. Because We are always connected with the internet. So internet is generally we are intruding or we are adding intruder within our network. So because network is unsafe if we are using open network or open Wi-Fi. So in that case, we are giving access to the intruder about our environment. So there are some important tips which we can follow, or there are some important factor which we can follow, like not opening any confidential information in public places, then not using the open Wi-Fi network. Normally, these networks are not secure. Intruder might get your details about your device. Next is whenever we are sharing enemy information that needs to be confidential, that information should not shared with unauthorized user. And generally, when we are sharing documents, it's always recommended to share with the secure drive rather than sharing on email services or any open email services. Next is testing agile and DevOps environment, which is a main challenge. Adopting testing practice to support rapid release cycle and continuous integrations. And finally, managing big data testing. Testing large volume of data to ensure accuracy, performance, and data integrity. And when we are using with the data is crucial for any organizations. So if we are unable to protect the data which is available in their Indian server, which is a big concern for any industry. Now, next is software testing in the age of digital transformations. So first is mobile testing and web applications. Generally, we are always connected with the internet and mobile devices. Without these two things, we won't be able to perform any activity. Normally, our regular life is involved with mobile, and there are a lot of applications which is running professionally as well as personally. So ensuring seamless user experience across devices and platform, testing needs to perform on these devices as well. When we are installing any applications, we have to make sure that these applications are secure and they are not stealing the data. Generally, in mobile devices, we are storing lot of informations like WhatsApp informations. We are having credentials. Sometimes we are sharing our passwords on the WhatsApp. Sometimes we are sharing our ATM detail as well. To avoid this, normally, to avoid any harms, normally mobile testings will be needed and web applications testing will be needed to get the full functional figure of these devices. Next is performance testing for cloud-based solutions. Validating the scalability and reliability of applications hosted on cloud platform is major age of digital transformations, and user experience testing is measuring user satisfactions, taking regular feedbacks in the area of improvements to utilize these feedback to improve our product quality and software interfaces. Now, innovative approach to software testing in the future. So crowdsourcing testing, normally using or leveraging the power of global community to test software across various devices and platforms, because gathering all those devices for any organization is not at all possible, because every day mobile devices are launched, every day new platforms are launched. So inviting multiple sources of user to test their products on global community will help us to minimize our efforts, and even these testing will help us to use multiple frame mindset. So if we are having a testing team of 5 members, generally their mindset are limited, their experience are limited. If we are inviting a tester from across the globe, we'll get lot more effective products. We can also take feedback from these crowdsourcing testing. Then the exploratory sessions uncovering defects through ad hoc testing and real-time feedback from the tester, which will be a part of exploratory testing. And shift right testing with continuously monitoring production systems to identify and resolve issue in real world scenarios. Preparing for the future of software testing, that is strategies and best practice. So implementing shift left testing, which is an important factor. Testing any products or functionality in early stages will help us to save our further development or fixed cost. So if the defect is arise in early stages, which will be much more cheaper at the time of fixing, but if this defect is arise in the productions, normally the cost will be 10x as compared to the early stage fix. Investing in test automations, leveraging automations tool, utilizing AI-based tools, which will help us to quickly create a script for any test automation framework. So nowadays, there are a lot of tools who is generating the script in just finger click or maybe with just some recordings without writing a single line of code. This These frameworks are generally much more higher cost, but this is saving our time for writing the test script and getting the test automation framework quickly available for our tester. Embracing agile and DevOps principle, collaborating across teams, and adopting iterative development and continuous delivery. Now, exploring the future of software testing, that is key insight and takeaways. Adaptability is a key. Software tester needs to embrace change and continuously learn new skill. If new tools are available or new technologies are available, which is much more efficient than traditional way, it's always suggested to adopt that technologies and knowledge so that they are get updated with latest trends. Collaboration is crucial. Effective communication and collaborations between development and testing teams are essentials. If they found any observations, they have to share with their development team, and once development team and allies, if they found this is a defect, they will fix it. Otherwise, this might create a lot more confusions at the time of production's movement. Quality is not negotiable. So delivering high quality software remains a top priority for any organizations. And if any products are without bug, normally users are liking these products. If any products is having a lot of defects, probably users are running out of the products. Evolution of software testing, what lies ahead? So machine learning in software testing majorly needs to be added in future trends using algorithm to analyze test data and optimize testing processes. Nowadays, there are a lot of tools which is generating random test data for our testing needs. Creating test data for thousands of records is very crucial or very difficult task. Generating test data by using these machine learning tools will be much more efficient, and by just clicking on single click, we will get proper test data generated as per our need within a fraction of seconds. This will minimize our effort of generating test data. API and services testing, testing the interactions between different software and components and services which help us to secure or protect our environment. So robotics process automation and testing, normally there are a lot of RPA tools who is offering software testing processes to be created or software testing scripts to be created. So if you want to learn more about RPA or robotics process automation using UiPath, you can follow my UiPath playlist. This will help you to understand how we can build any test script in UiPath. So automating repetitive tasks, testing tasks using software robots is much more easier in RPA tool. Sometimes without writing a single line of code, we can generate a complete test script. Sometimes with the help of using some activities, we can generate the test scripts. So these RPA tools are minimizing our effort and quickly generate a test script for any environment. Now, future proofing for software testing, that is trends and technology watch. So Internet of Things is one more factor. Testing interconnected devices and IoT systems, artificial intelligence and machine learning, which we have discussed, virtual reality and augmented reality, which is a testing immersive experience and ensuring compatibility across all those platforms. Now, revolutionize your testing strategy to embrace the future of software testing, stay ahead of the curve, and navigate the digital frontier with the confidence. Generally, utilizing the latest tools and technology will help us to minimize our testing team efforts and get testing done very quickly and fastly without keeping any human-prone errors. So that's all from this video. Let's summarize this. Generally, for performing future-based testing, normally we have to adopt machine learning, artificial intelligence, and robotics process automations like tool. These tools are helping our testing team to get it generated test plan, then test cases, test automations, everything will be done very quickly and faster manners. But make sure these RPA tools are sometimes much more costlier. If your processes are small enough, you can use traditional way of testing or you can use open source RPA tool. But if your processes are big enough and complex as well as crucial, then you can always go ahead with the paid RPA based tools or any other artificial intelligence or machine learning based tools, which will minimize your effort during the testing. This will also saves you a lot of time and efforts during your development processes. That's all from this video. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you think so this will be useful, don't forget to share within your circle. And if you think we can come up with some more topic like this, feel free to add in the comment sections. We'll definitely create a lot more video related to software testings based on your demand. So if you have not yet subscribed this channel, feel free to subscribe first and hit the like button. This will keeps me motivated to create more content related to the technology. Thank you for watching.